handy many. That implies the coexistence of handy few.
Handy Manny.
Oh,
Handy, don't look that up. Should be a guy with one hand. All right.
And can we just appreciate? I literally started the recording
I
to
don't-
show off Handy Manny.
handy
Handy.
many.
Why'd you look up
Manny.
one-handed man?
I almost just sent Killian Neebdle. Like we're
He's
just
so confused.
I'm gonna put Neebdle into D&D. One second. I
Mhm.
want you to show this. I'm putting in D&D commands. Show this to the people. I almost just put a totally different meme. Neebdle.
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 The coalition when they entered like a scummy city.
Neebdle.
Neebdle.
What does that mean?
No,
Oh my God.
You want to see something even worse?
No.
Your breakfast.
It's so bad. I didn't.
That's so.
Is
That's
that for
That's
serving
such a
you a
long
fucking...
sausage.
Yeah.
Wait. We've gone full circle.
It's so fucking gross.
Fucking rum.
Brian, it's the long boy in the soup there.
No, there's no rum in that.
Do you guys want to see a spoiler?
You guys want to see? Oh, I have a picture of Ambrose. Is it the Honkdra?
Same.
You actually
Actually, same.
School cooks.
you criticize fucking dies.
And then it's just the line from the food critic. If I don't like it, I don't swallow.
That's the wrong image. I didn't mean it.
Hey.
Why does it look like it's actually like painted
Oh my
on?
god.
It's just a small
Hey,
image.
Michael,
200 by 67
Hey,
pixels.
Michael, I just figured out something that food critic. Never mind. Not gonna finish that joke.
Alright, can we go to the bathroom and then when we get
DM it,
No, I'm-
DM it to me.
No, I don't want the people to see this.
No, it's not gonna be in recording.
It won't be in recording.
No, I have it set on the title screen right now.
This is what happens when Zogmar dies, by the way.
Monkey Land.
He gets dragged back to Monkey Land.
The pit of monkey.
What's the punchline to the joke, Brian?
Crank, my beloved, is that? Oh my god. That's like,
It's Grank.
isn't that Masato from?
It's her hair.
Evangelion?
It's
Yeah.
her hair on a Doge.
Tell me, Brian, please. I need to know.
What was your?
Oh.
Say the quote again. Say.
Oh
What was the
my
punchline to the
God.
joke?
It was just a cum joke.
Of
He
fucking
said,
course
he
it
said, I just
was.
figured out something the Ratatouille food critic and most college girls have in common. And then
I
he
asked
wanted
him-
me to say the line, if I don't like it, I don't swallow.
I didn't want you to say it. It was a little rude. It's a little.
Also, what is up with that? Is that actual blood on Sam Regan's
No.
hand?
No, it's not.
He that was a thing where
Yeah.
do you know how he always does like the like sponsor?
Yeah.
So there was one time where he crossed his arms and said, "No, I'm not doing the sponsor." And then he keeled over and he had like packets of fake blood under his shirt and he started screaming.
Fuck, I ruined it. Fucking autocorrect.
Also, did you
See
did you
you not.
save the Yuri gif or did you just look that up, Joe? That one's so heinous.
That's what I wanted.
Oh, the
No, I
Buff-
didn't save it.
The Buff Suki gif. Now,
I'm gonna go get
Ambrose,
water.
when you were dead, were you a Monica girl or were you a Natsuki girl?
That video is so good.
Hold on, what is this?
Combat positions. The swarm is here.
Oh, I like that. That's a good video. I like video 0_6.
So I will point
Don't,
out
no, Joe.
that-
No,
We're not starting
Joe,
this.
Joe, I was literally recording. I was recording on that channel.
I know you can't do it in a
Michael Barzak.
non-SFW channel.
So-
Oh my god, I was about to. Oh my lord.
Deleting that.
Is there a problem with that video, Kaden?
No, I wasn't talking about that.
No, I just...
Yeah, but
I'm saving that.
why is it playing like bass like doom music?
I love Shield Ready.
Why is it 5.72 megabytes and it's 2 seconds long?
I don't know.
That's literally me every game.
It's such low quality.
But is that not how my gunner is every game?
Mhm.
It's ready.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I just realized because the coalition cannot, as a whole, cannot decide on any one thing. When Michael decided to list all of our alignments, good, neutral, evil, yada yada yada, we got a perfect 50-50 split.
Oh
wait,
boy.
did we really? Hold on.
Three of
on,
us
we
have
got-
decided to go good. 3 of us are neutral.
So I guess you could say that the alignment of the party is neutral good.
Yeah.
Zach,
I
I swear,
suppose
if
so.
you're gonna say that like Sogmar was born in the altars of sorrow, I would have screamed.
Okay, look. I know the Pits of Sorrows is a place in Destiny.
No,
but
it
if you
isn't.
read-
It actually isn't.
Wait, really? It's not?
No, it
okay,
isn't.
good. In the
Now,
actual
that's
Power
Pits
Fiend
of
lore,
Sorrow.
in the actual Power Fiend lore, that is what it's called. So
No, I didn't make a Destiny quote. I said a Destiny quote. Or Drogo said, I should say. I think only
anyone's,
Zach knows it.
Is anyone's alignment for their actual character neutral good besides you?
I think
Currently,
Ambrose is...
Balasar's is chaotic good.
Chaotic
There
evil
goes
for
his-
Zogmar, understandable.
Oh yeah, I mean,
He's a
Mhm.
fucking demon.
he doesn't
Alright,
really
let's
care
start
who he kills.
Drogo's is chaotic neutral.
Could you guys hear me fucking eating in the background?
No.
I was away from my
Why did
I
you
forgot
summon
my-
Germa during that?
my roommate left a Papa John's.
Are we
breadstick.
ready?
Oh, Ambrose is neutral evil.
Bug is chaotic good.
I'm ready.
Uh,
Should I do roll
I did
call
it.
again, or is it's work?
Do we do roll?
Yeah, we
You
usually
know,
did
beep,
roll call
booba.
on every like
Yeah.
new start.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, listener questions, we skip them. Wow.
Because we don't have. I'm building up a bit of a backlog for him.
Oh.
So like
I
next
actually
session is
have-
gonna be a lot.
I actually have a question that was DM'd to me on Twitter,
Oh,
which is
was- all right.
usually I don't accept, but they PayPal me
Yeah, all right.
$50.
All right, we can say this one. What we
We-
got?
We can do
so
one.
Yeah, we can do one. Oh wait, is everyone here for it?
This person asked me. This person's name, by the way, is their name was
I swear.
_dirt_wall.
Oh
Oh
my.
All right, nope,
And
nope,
this
we're not
per-
answering.
No, just don't read it, dude.
We're
Are
not.
you
We're
sure?
not answering it.
It was really surprising to me, so I figured I was like, oh, that's an interesting one, but I guess I won't say it. Yeah.
Thank you. Also, epic art.
Yeah,
what
he,
did Dirtwad ask?
Hugh
Oh, we haven't had a
so-
session since that came out. I don't think.
Time to ruin it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Join tomorrow.
If I do Explode, does it bring it back?
I don't think
it
so.
makes
'cause
even
different-
It makes it
You and
worse.
Bugs, you putting a bag of holding into Bugs fucking handy sack or whatever. Double Hugh. I'm Joe Biden's husband. I'm Schumer's husband.
Look at the
Yeah,
face
Bob,
in the middle.
babe. That's just a piece of like art.
Yeah.
Joe
Joe
Windham.
Why
I
does
think
it
it would
look like a fucking Rorschach test?
Oh, does shake not work?
Oh, we should make our characters do a Rorschach test.
Spim.
Oh,
Man, there was some big, there's some wide, bug shoulders
got
looking wide.
Bug's got some guns, bro.
Welcome to the gun show.
That is actually heinous.
That's what the CD looks like. Is it's in your
Yeah.
record player.
It's like Joe and Demos.
Okay, I think we're all ready.
Alright, so I'm just gonna do another roll call, because why not?
Yeah.
Balzar.
Yo.
What's up, dude? Bug, blanky mode. Here.
Huh? 1 sec.
I cut out like halfway through, but I think the
I
point got
think the
across.
mic.
Drogo, sorry. Yes, I am. Oh, that's cool. This bit sucks. I know. Humorous Demise, you here?
Hello, I'm Demise. He's Joy.
That's Skelebros. Alright. That is scummy.
What?
Why are we looking at fucking kobolds?
Zagmer shopping.
No, I like that one. That was a good one. Yeah, that one right there.
Don't look that up. Oh, I thought you were looking that up.
Kobolds with COVID.
Babe.
I didn't need to do dash mean.
And wait, come on.
Shut
Oh my
Shut-
god.
your fucking mouth, Brian.
Oh, no, I discussed this. Thanks. I see you see that through.
That wholesome picture just got absolutely destroyed.
Don't look,
Oh,
up.
no.
Don't look that up. You're gonna get some heinous
Yo,
things,
was that
Joe.
me?
What?
Nothing, never mind.
I'm just gonna go to the title screen, so if
In
questionable
case anything too
images-
heinous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
done.
Because otherwise, Michael has to actually edit.
I fixed it, Michael.
It's your overlay over the other text.
I know it will. I'm fixing it. You can't see
I
what
can't even
it says.
see it. Bombiest.
Felt you from because
Filthy Vu.
that's Bug's sister.
I'm here, by the way.
It's just, I,
They put the Zagmar in the wizard.
they put the Zagmer and the Billy Boom.
I'm sorry, si Jafelby, muy just.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Cobalt in the web.
He looks like a fucking Thompson made this from Jurassic Park 2.
Did that just say name instead of an actual name? It just said name.
Yes.
Alright,
That was a pretty
Alright.
good one.
Alright, enough.
Stop.
fucking
Enough.
rude.
Can we,
Stop.
can we delete all this, please?
stop it.
No. I saw the word funkin'. No.
Stop it.
Oh, it's Friday night fucking. So why are they fucking on Friday night? Usually that's a Saturday thing.
That's not.
I hate. I
But
hate.
Yes, I'm here.
Everything
I-
about you.
I just want to see what this looks like with 3 memes on it. You can't even read it. You can't even read it. You can't even read it now.
Vajob on Vajobi and Demos.
Wow, Ambrose! Ever since you've become a skeleton, you've looked very submissive and breedable.
Shut up!
That's going in quotes. That's going in quotes.
I hate this.
It didn't even fit all the text in.
I feel bad what if the artist of that image watches this somehow?
Then all I have to say to them is I like their art.
Yeah,
and I
That
wish
is
they would draw bugs
fate
for
if
me.
they do.
I think
I want them
I'm
to draw
playing
bugs
that
for
GIF.
me.
I'm going to have a seizure, Zach.
Okay,
If
I'm gonna
your
fuck-
or a loved one's,
I'm
if
gonna go
your
back to
or
the
a loved
first one.
one's art has
Yeah.
been
Oh, I
featured
forgot
on
about Avrae
this
sound effects right
in
here.
our D&D
I found it.
section,
Oh,
you
it's a
may be
cleric. Oh, it's a
entitled to
monk
financial
cleric.
Yeah, that's what I was
compensation.
trying to say. It's
That's
a monk.
cool.
It's a monk cleric named Michonne.
Wait, is Avrae sound effects here? Screw you.
I'm looking for the artist. I think I found the artist. So, anyways, welcome back to All's Fair in Love and Warm.
All right,
Shut up.
we're ending that.
Yay.
The end. The bit ends in.
I'm naming my campaign the Kyanite Heirloom Part 2.
I'm
It
gonna,
gets, so the same one gets stolen again. My thief named Tora
Can
Kudor.
we please get on with it?
Sorry, I forgot
That
that.
was-
Get
get
on
on with it.
Get on with it.
Get on with it!
I'm sorry, there's a gunshot playing. Alright. I'm sorry, I got locked into staring at that GIF for the entire duration. Alright, so after that conversation, I assume everyone just got up and went about their business doing whatever, probably just relaxing for a while.
Zogmar was gonna go look for like a cloak, something that could hide the way he looks from the people of Bresson. That's what he's going to be looking for.
Like in the Temple of Swellfellas?
Yes, yeah.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't impressing. I just need to make sure.
He goes to Bresson to hide from Bresson.
Where do you look for one?
I'm going to go into like the only other room that I know, which is the armory that I've walked by like 3 times now on the way to the
Alright.
roof.
If I remember correctly, only Balzar put like his excess swords in there and nothing else.
My excess javelins, because I have a personal weapon rack in my room.
Alright. So I'm gonna say that like you just really don't find anything in there because it's literally empty.
Yeah. Okay.
With just weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Balazar, what's he doing in this waiting period? And it's just how's he relaxing?
He went and looked around for a notebook.
Oh, just like a blank notebook.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what room that would be. Probably just his room. Would his room have a notebook?
I mean, he doesn't own one.
There was like common supplies in there, so maybe there's like some some paper, but not.
I'd say there's some paper in there, but no like notebook.
I will take the paper.
All right.
I found the person who drew that kobold. They are named Fresh Dragon Fruit, and you can find them at their website. I would just Google that, and you'll find them. All of their art looks real good.
Speaking of kobolds, what's Hug doing?
Bug's cleaning up from breakfast.
All right. I assume that's where we helping Bug. That's just
Yep.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
All
That's
right.
what I was gonna say.
Zogmar is gonna make his way downstairs to where like all of our rooms are.
All right. Which room is he just gonna be in that area, or is he gonna like go in?
He's gonna stand outside of Otto's room for a couple minutes.
All right. And what's Amber's doing at the moment?
Ambrose is going to go to his room and meditate for a bit. If
Alright.
you want to do
Oh god.
like going to the 10th circle after the session so it doesn't take forever.
All right. All right.
And
Yeah,
I'll
we-
just circle back.
Yeah,
with that.
we did agree that I would handle all the 10th like circle stuff. So
It's a literal
Just a
entire
note.
I don't know about.
yeah, so
All right. Let's just say Jorgos is going to be walking by walking by like over the rooms, and he's going to notice Zogmar is like just staring at Otto's stories. Say, "Oh, what are you doing?"
I was going to look through the room. I just really don't want to go in there.
It's purple, right?
Look
There is it.
Oh wow!
You're-
And he just opens the door and walks in.
When you go in, it is blinding purple.
Yeah,
It's like glowing, basically.
I'm gonna look through like every nook and cranny to see if there's anything in there.
Do an investigation check.
All right.
13. All right. I'd say you find like some like bits of like just spare like clothing. It's mainly just really bright purple, like really small robes. but you don't find like a cloak. You just find a lot of really bright purple robes.
I will take them all and then go into the main like area and sit at the same table.
All right. Are you going to try and weave them together into a cloak?
I am going to light my hands on fire, and I'm going to attempt to melt them together into just a big sheet.
All right. I don't even know what to roll for that. I'm going to look through all of them.
What's he trying to do?
Trying to put together a bunch of really small purple cloaks into one big sheet.
That's a dex check.
Dex? All right, yeah.
Dex is for stuff like that.
All right. I'd say you... Yeah, you do it.
Okay. And then I am going to, like, yeah, basically. So now I have this big sheet, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to, like, about 3/4 of the way down, punch 2 armholes in it.
I'd say you can just do it. You're
Yeah.
strong enough. You're a literal demon.
Yeah. And then I'm going to spend however long it takes to kind of, like, fold this and, like, melt it in places to where it'll work as a cloak.
All right. I'd say you do another dex check just to make sure you can like actually. All right. Yeah, you do it with some success. Like it doesn't look good, but it's serviceable.
Okay.
Like it will get the job done for now until you get an actual cloak.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
As Sogmar is doing this, I bugging you. I'd say you two are pretty much done cleaning up. Like with 2 of you working together, it doesn't take too long. So, what do you end up doing after?
I don't know what does Humorous want to do. Bug's currently just hanging out.
I mean, Hugh was also just hanging out. I think if he was to do anything, like he would probably go to his room and just kind of reflect.
Bug was actually
lean up against the wall, holding his sword, and the typical just samurai sitting down with sword, just pose, just
Mhm.
thinking, just
Bug.
analyzing everything that everyone said, like really trying to understand everyone since they've all like given their like life story, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bug was thinking about going to his room as well. Because as everyone was talking, he fumbled around in his pocket and found a watch that he has no idea what it is, that he took off the corpse of a dear friend within the last few days. And he would like to retire to his room and cast Identify to try to figure out what it is.
All right.
I will type that up and send it to him when I'm done.
All right.
Which will be like in like a minute. So
Wait. Sorry, Bug take a long rest.
I hope so.
It looks like you didn't. You're still missing another spell slot.
Oh.
All right, there we go. All right.
Should we all take long rest if we haven't?
Yeah. You've been asleep for a week. It's justified.
A really long rest.
Longer. You don't have to take a long rest for another 7 days. Just kidding. So as you're all, so let's see. Pretty much everyone's in a room except for Zogmar, right?
I think so, yeah.
Ambrose is going to get up,
Once
walk into Hugh's room, and then kneel down next to him and like meditate.
He was just gonna kind of scooch a little bit to the left to give him like some more room. He's still wary, but he's not gonna be mean about it.
Once Balasar has found the paper, he's going to head up to the roof and just kind of survey his surroundings.
Alright.
Do you want me to close the shades? And like Hugh points to the you know how it was described as in there being that little you know how the Japanese doors like they fold in and out.
Yeah.
It's currently like folded in such a way that like not a lot of light would shine where he is. And like he was like asking, "Do you want some more light in here? Or are you good?" All right.
Alright, Ambrose dead.
And,
Ambrose doesn't respond
Oh.
because Ambrose is in the 10th circle and he can't hear anything around him.
Right. So, you said
As
Bowser's
Ambrose-
on the roof, right?
Ambrose turning around sees Bug in the 10th circle.
Oh no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Time to die!
And all the things were
It
revealed, it
was
seems.
me. I was the traitor, Ambrose.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail that.
It's fine. Alright, so Balzar's on the roof. Hugh and Ambrose in the same room. Zogmar is hanging out.
He's trying to make a cloak.
Yeah. And Bug's in his room. Alright, I just want to make sure I know where everyone is. And then Drogus is in his room, just sort of like meditating over like not meditating, but sort of just looking at the dragon sculpture in his room. Just thinking about, his next purpose, life thing, his next goal. And then all of a sudden, all of you just start to like zone out completely. Like even Ambrose, who's in the 10th circle, you just suddenly feel wrenched from it. Like something else is just taking you out. And it's almost like, and then I just think something just fills your mind, and something like all you just see at the same time. You see a planet. Well, for those the ones who know what planet is, you see a planet. Once you don't, you just see a big orb with blue and green and white everywhere. And it's just you just see it just rotating. And eventually, sorry, brother walked in. Eventually you just all hear a like voice over it. You can't tell what it's saying as it's speaking in a different language right now, but it's just a voice. And eventually the entire planet just sort of just flashes this dark color, like all the water turns just like black, the land becomes red, the clouds just also become the sickly green. Then it just flashes back over to Playa Glad, which all of you can recognize just from passing over. Like you see the major cities, Nuln, Portondo, Warham, Nemonas, Volunder, and the remains of what's it called?
Mortimer, yeah.
Sorry. You see just remains of it, and then the voice returns, still kind of illegible, but this time you can make out the words "Thulkis will burn," and just that's all you can make out from it. And then you just all snap awake again, and you're just like all. Everyone can see this. Ambrose is back in reality. Gravity's still there.
Oh.
Thanks.
Well,
And just you're all just confused by what you just saw.
Dugmore's gonna immediately run to where everyone else is, or where
Yeah,
he thinks people
Balasar
are.
Drogus runs over to the area like where they had breakfast, and it's just swearing up a storm.
Hugh, I don't think I don't think that was my stomach rumbling.
Yeah. Something tells me we're in trouble again. God.
Oh, I have a
as
stomach.
Balasar is
as-
coming down the. Go ahead, you.
As like Hugh is like saying that, he like grabs his sword and gets up. Gosh darn it, we just had a break, and he just slams the door open and goes running down the hallway with Ambrose still in the room.
Ambrose
As-
follows behind.
As Balasar runs to his room to grab his armor and weapons, he just shouts loud enough for everyone in the fort to hear. I thought we were fucking done with this.
Yep.
What did you
Well,
guys
I'm sorry.
see?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
It's alright.
All right. So I assume everyone's back in the main room while Jorgos is like pacing back and forth, just swearing, saying the worst things in Draconic.
Calm down. No need for
Drogo,
such
come on, you're
language.
putting me to shame. Ease up.
No, because I know what did this.
What do
I
you mean?
dealt
No
with
one did this?
Enlighten us.
I figured there was just some miasma in the air from like an evil wizard
No.
down the street.
No, he's back.
Who's he?
Darthag.
What?
His soul.
Okay.
It's. Look, only I don't know if anyone noticed, but a little bit after we all went to sleep, I was woken up by a good friend of mine. Said that Arcosia was in trouble. I immediately went with them to survey what happened, and it's bad. Darthag's cult resurfaced in Arcosia. They're trying to resurrect him.
He's
His soul.
The guy
He's
we
alive.
murdered. Like the guy that died, that we killed.
His soul is still there.
But why would it be there if he was
tiny.
here?
Because he didn't want to deal with us. I am guessing. He's trying to keep it a secret.
The
Oh, no.
tiny floating eyeball.
Look,
Like just the little guy
you could say that.
at Meat Men in a Barrel.
All I know is that if we don't deal with this now, then, well, you heard what he said.
Okay, how do you expect us to get over there to deal with our good friend Gygax?
And Jorgos just like looks at Balazar and just taps his necklace, his splinter, and just says, "This is the way."
The way to where?
No, I wasn't trying to do that. I just said, "Look, within the splinter, there's a way I can get all of us to Arcosia. I can show you all there, and well, actually, it shouldn't be long. We dealt with most of his forces there already. I thought you destroyed the soul, but
Hold on there, Drogos. Or can we call you Volthraxis? Like,
Volt if you want. It doesn't matter.
Okay, is it alright?
Just try not to do it in public.
Oh, okay, so same as me. Okay, I'll just call you Drogos. But, question about the whole, taking you to Arcosia. If you could have done that already, couldn't you have just gone home?
That's not my home. I don't know where Bellucar is. I seriously don't.
Oh, but
I have no idea where to even look.
But it's on the same plane.
But it's.
I'm still confused.
Just I don't understand how to get there either.
Things are bad. We need to stop it. Got it.
Yeah. I know where the location is. Massive desert. I'm sorry, Bug. They call it the Eternal Heat. My dad loved it there.
Great. More
I don't want to dry out.
Don't worry. I have a way of keeping us covered. And Drogos has fire, just unleashes like fire in one hand and then ice in the other. It says, maybe this could help. But either way, if we don't deal with this now, it'll be too late. I swear, this will just be in and out. After this, we can just come back and actually get the break we deserve. You're all willing to come?
We killed him once. We can kill him again. Besides,
I mean, I
missed
guess.
my chance. Bo stole my shot. Let's even the score a bit.
All right.
Who is Darthag?
He was a spectator, we thought, a little bit after we first met.
Yeah, he wasn't too big a deal.
No, he's a pushover.
But they were trying to do something worse. They were trying to turn him into a death tyrant from what I saw.
That's a bit of a step above a beholder, which is a bit of a step above of
Spectator,
Spectator.
yeah, I know. I don't know what they're
That's
trying
kind of
to
a
do,
leap. I
but
don't know if
What's a death tyrant?
it's Beholder Lich.
so. Like, imagine if you took, you know how like we fought a guy. He's like an eyeball with like a few stalks. You know.
Yes, I know.
Imagine if he was like a spooky guy, kind of like Hugh and Ambrose, like real spooky. Yeah,
Oh,
don't want it.
All right.
is that it?
He unlocks many more beams.
Way more powerful, too. They severed ties with their We can discuss this after. Just gotta deal with this now.
I mean, you think you'd discuss it beforehand, but I get what you mean. Honestly, I'd
It
rather just
shouldn't-
murder him and discuss it
We
later.
can stop the ritual. It still hasn't gone through. If we can stop it before it goes through, we can just deal with it, and after we can talk after.
Seems pretty cut
His
and
soul
dry.
won't be destroyed. That I will make sure. All right, is everyone ready?
Let's get it.
All right. So all of you follow Drogos outside in a very rushed pace, and as you get to a somewhat of a clearing, Drogos just rips his necklace off and starts taking it apart, revealing a very bright blue crystal. And as he holds it in his hands, he starts speaking in Draconic, and in its form of Draconic, none of even the Dragonborn the Draconic speakers don't understand. It still sounds Draconic, but it's just different. And
Bug understands.
no, he doesn't. I'm sorry, he doesn't.
He does. Bug understands.
Bug understands more than you know.
It's just Trevor saying fuck a lot. There you go. It's not just kidding.
Bug nods.
And then after Drogos is basically chanting in Draconic for about 10 seconds, you all get this feeling of weightlessness, right? And then everything is just black for about 20 seconds. And then when you come back, it's into reality. I keep saying that, damn it.
Oh.
You come back,
Nice
you just feel it's just blinding. You just see the sun, which is just blinding, and it is super hot, insanely hot.
Did we just get dimension doored?
Let's just say yes.
Oh.
Pretty much minus the door.
For some reason,
Yeah,
it
all you-
stalked
if
dimension
we're-
door.
It takes a while for your vision to come back, but eventually, or to just get used to the sun. But eventually, all you can see is just sand, as far as the eye can see. As you look straight ahead and a little bit to the left and right.
Well, are we all here?
Juris looks around and sees that. Yes, all of you made it, by the way. You're all grouped up right now. Because you're all we're huddled around Drogos, basically. And then all you can just feel is just insane heat.
Are we in Koja?
Yes, you are.
I hate that.
And then as you look at Drogos, you see that he's changed a little bit in appearance.
I
His
thought you
eyes
didn't know how to get here.
Look, Splinter, I intended to use as a one-time thing. If I ever got too hurt, I would come back here, but it's
Are
gone
we
now.
We're stuck
But-
in the evil place.
No,
How
this
do
isn't
we get-
evil.
Well, now we're
Back.
stuck
This
in
is
the
part of the good
desert.
side. It's part of the good side.
How do we
Well-
get back?
I'm still gonna bake and
I know a
die.
way back over in House Balazar. My old house here. But we can worry about that after. And as you look at Drogos, his appearance has changed slightly. His eyes are way more bold, they're way more intense, and you can tell they're glowing, both of them. His scar has a faint blue glow to it, and his horns are a good bit longer. And he also has gotten taller. Just very slightly taller. He's about 7 foot flat now, if you had to guess.
What he
Thanks,
means to
Whistle.
say, what he means to say is Drogo's has unlocked sicko mode.
God damn it! All right, and
Drogo's, you can't have drip. Drogo's with drip.
Drip goes.
Jarvis puts his
Drip
hands in
goes.
his pocket, and it's just like as buff as fuck. No, not really. After a little bit of getting used to the heat, or at least somewhat getting used to it, Jarvis says, "Everyone, all right, ready to get going?
Where?
Just
Where
follow
are
me.
you-
I know where we're going. Just trust me. All right." If we need a second, if you look over there, and Jarvis like points behind all of you, and you just see a like massive skyline of a insanely large city. You can't really make out details. It's just a very just vague skyline, and you can just tell it's massive. And Jerry says, "That's the bulk of our kosher there. The old there for a while. Worry about it later. Just follow me, when we'll be there shortly. You got it."
All right, let's get into it. Get out.
Yep.
And then all of you start walking through the desert as best you can. It's the sand is extremely hot, and it's just extremely hot in general. But after walking for a little bit, you're starting to get used to it. Rip F YouTube. As you're starting to get used to walking in it, but then as you like keep going, like it just gets harder and harder because of the extreme heat. But eventually, you do see like just a random tree just like jutting out that provides some shit. If you're not rolling for initiative,
It's a tree. It's scary. Ambrose is ready.
the tree is in fact fine. Combat. Combat was started?
I forgot to end it. I was testing stuff. Oh, no.
Alright, sorry. Yeah, you all go over to the tree, probably just to catch a break, because everyone's just covered in sweat if they can sweat.
Yeah.
And Drew says, "Do anyone need a drink?"
I got water,
I could
I'm
use a
good.
drink.
You don't really need it, I don't think. But,
Oh yeah. Sorry.
but here, Drew's like raises hands over your head, Ambrose, and then at once just has ice in one hand and fire in the other, and you're just covered in water now. like lukewarm water.
Wow. I can't feel a thing.
It's just probably because skeleton. Anyways, we're about a quarter of the way there. Alright, just a couple other rest spots ahead. Let's just keep going. And
Zogmar,
you can tell Drovis is just
How-
visibly tired.
How quickly do we need to stop this ritual? Is it gonna take a few days?
It should just be in and out.
But we're going to
ever
fight
in and out.
Darthag, and Darthag
No.
had a lot of people with him.
The thing me and my friend killed all the cultists. At
Alright, why didn't you
victims
kill
of them.
Darthag already?
Because I couldn't.
What?
Nova alone wasn't strong enough.
You didn't bring us? We were out for like a week.
I didn't.
Yeah, I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Too personal. I thought this would just be simple.
But
Besides,
we've all fought Darthag together. You thought you'd just
I thought I
kill him
could do it my own
yourself?
because he was weak, and
Nothing can
I
ever
thought,
be simple with us. God damn it.
look, it's fine. All of us together. It just requires our bare essence to destroy it. I got as weak as I possibly could when I was here. Just please, just keep going and just can deal with this. All right, we'll be back home we're back home within a few days at most. Does that sound good with everyone?
Zogmar's gonna hold his hands out like together and like ask for water.
Oh, alright. Yeah, I got you, Zogmar. And Drew says the ice fire tech. Nailed it. and like over Zogmar's hands. This time making the water a bit colder because he knows how hot Zogmar's hands are.
Why wouldn't you just give him ice?
Because this looks cooler.
But he's the fire.
Thank you. And you see, like, from his elbows up on each arm, they catch on fire, and he just kind of waits there until the water starts to boil.
Oh, it's continually boiling water, Zogmar?
I prefer it.
Fair enough.
Then he gulps down all the water.
Alright, after about 5 minutes of resting. Sorry. After about 5 minutes of just resting for a bit, you keep going through the desert, just trying to get through as quickly as possible, but it is very hard to, considering how just hot it is. Like, the heat's getting, like, excruciating at this point. And over to your left, like, as you're marching through, you see, like, a small, like, almost looks like a village over there, but it's, like, seems very far away. But we can still just keep going. But you just see it out of the corner of your eye and just keep going forward.
When does the sun go down?
Jurgis just sort of, like, looks over at the town and sees that the sun isn't there, and not wanting to look up at the sun, looks back over to the right and sees he doesn't see the sun either, and says, it's about noontime.
Man, I hate walking through the desert.
At least we don't have a horse.
This isn't fun either.
Ambrose, why do you even hate it? We can't feel anything.
I don't know. I just want to feel something again. I want to hate something.
And as you're all marching, Jurgis just points over at the town and says, over there, that's village we can stop at after. It's called the Burning Eye. It's the only real town in this area.
The Burning Eye.
Yes.
That doesn't sound too welcoming.
It's only because they can
but I'm
be
starting to
very
hate
hot
everything
there.
about this place.
Can we
There's
stop
way
for a few
more.
minutes?
There is no trees in sight.
No, I need to take off my armor. It's
No.
too hot.
Go for it.
Just like a couple minutes, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if worst comes to worst, Belisar pulls out a shovel.
What, just bury me?
I can dig a hole.
That's fair.
so Bug just takes off his fine clothes and then his armor and puts the fine clothes back on. Extremely loose fitting with no armor underneath them.
Alright.
Uberus. Ambrose like walks up to Humor and starts whispering. Uberus, how do I go to the bathroom?
You don't. Like, not even, like, no hesitation. He's just constantly walking forward. You don't.
What?
I told you this for 7 days now. You don't. You don't eat. What do you think is gonna happen? It just materializes?
I don't know. I'm not a
Okay, look.
a physician.
Look. And he, like, kind of stops Ambrose. Anything you think that you can do when you were alive, you can't anymore. It's just that simple.
What?
And Hugh turns around and keeps going.
Ambrose just kind of stands there and confused.
As you're all approaching. Oh, sorry. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna try something. Zogmar is going to stop for like half a second and like put both of his hands on the flattest piece of like sand or like patch of sand that he can find.
Yeah, you're on like a pretty like flat stretch of desert right now. You can see some hills kind of close ahead, but right now it's pretty flat.
He's going to catch his hands on fire and try to put as much heat into the sand as possible and try to melt some of it.
Trying to turn into glass.
Well, not glass, just, you know.
I mean, yeah, I'd say he can.
Okay. How big can he make it?
I'd say it's probably just like slightly bigger than your hands, than Zogmar's hands. Like it's
okay.
like it's current like because are your like palms open or are you like fists down?
Like open, and his hands are
Alright.
giant. So
All right, yeah, I'd say it's bigger than your hands. Like it's more of like a circle pattern rather than like a handprint.
okay, he's gonna like wait until it like cools where it's not like molten, and he's going to like pick up this chunk and like hand it to Bug.
What?
Hold this above your head.
Bug will do that. Like,
There. Now you're out of the sun, and you can move at the same time.
thanks.
I know that kobolds and heat don't mix.
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling good.
You guys have just started going up one of the hills, and it is very slow because obviously sand is just slippery. It's just hot.
Poor
Like-
Zogmart, he's hooves. How do you walk on sand of hooves?
You gallop up. You start galloping up. That's the best thing I can come up with. You like kind of like marching. You have to use your hands and kind of like bear crawl
Yeah.
up a bit because it is very hard to with on account of hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah, just everyone's just being slowed down by this hill, and you're just trying as hard as you can to go through as quickly as possible. But eventually, you do make it over, and when you start to go down, it is very uneven footing. It's like trying to go down. It's like because you're trying to like pace yourself down. And it's just really hard to. Can everyone roll an athletics check just to see how well they can get down?
Stealth check moment.
That's
I have cap lock.
all right. Hugh and Bug, of course it's Hugh and Bug,
And Balthazar, I guess.
and Balazar. Yeah. So Hugh, Bug, and Balazar. You're all like it's trying to go down as slow as possible, but Balazar, you just straight up slip and are just sliding down the hill now. Hugh, you're just like kind of like stumbling down, just making very big leaps, but.
Ambrose will follow Balzar's suit because he thinks, he's been in the desert a lot. He probably knows how to traverse the terrain better. So he will follow suit and slide down the mountain. Tumbling.
It's a very rough slide.
It's okay.
Balzar, you like tripped and you're like sliding on your stomach.
Ambrose will go on his stomach as well.
Oh my god.
Rib cage, I'm sorry.
Can Balasar try and right himself? Like, maybe not stop sliding, but just try and, like, roll over?
I'd say do an acrobatics check to try and do that.
As like he was stumbling down, can he just do a small jump and like try and combat slide down instead of just falling?
Yeah, also do an acrobatics check. Just make sure. Alright, Balazar,
Nat 20.
you do a perfect jump and you're just like Apex Legends sliding down.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna do, just as he's like stumbling, like holding onto his helmet, he's just gonna jump and just start sliding down.
You're doing like an Apex Legends slide. That's how you can describe it. Balazar, you can kind of reorient yourself, so like you're like kind of like not on your stomach. You're kind of like on your side now, though. Like you're just like tumbling side over side.
How much speed am I getting going down now?
You're getting progressively faster. This is a very big hill. Like you're just getting faster and faster as you're sliding, but the bottom is approaching very quickly.
Does he pass anyone doing this?
He's the first person right now.
He's just gonna yell back up, "See you at the bottom!"
So, wait, Balastar is, like, rolling over himself going down
Yes,
this
he
hill.
is.
Can I stick one of my arms out to try and stop myself from spinning?
Yeah, do a strength check.
That I can do. Fuck.
You kind of like stop you kind of like just like punch your arm into the sand, trying to like find something, and you like stop, but it's really like abrupt, and you feel something pull in your arm, and you hear something like just pop. You're pretty sure that you've dislocated your arm now by stopping yourself, but you are stopped.
Okay, Balasar is going to right himself and then slide, and then recommence sliding down. And while his arms are free, he's going to attempt to pop his shoulder back into place.
I'd say do a medicine check for that.
This isn't the first time he's had to do this, damn it.
Do it with advantage then, because you have some experience.
14.
I'd say you do it. It's really hard to do because you're moving pretty quickly now. So just sort of like right, and it takes a little bit of time. So right before you hit the bottom of the hill, which you has like been at now for like a good few seconds, you just sort of pop your shoulder back in, and you're like right when you hit the bottom, and you just get a face full of sand. As for everyone else who was, and Bug, you were like sliding down a bit too, like stumbling in the same way Hugh was. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. For everyone else, Ambrose, Zogmar, and Drogos, you all just pretty calmly just go down the hill quickly, like walking, basically. Like you're just going down like expertly.
I think Ambrose is still sliding.
Yeah, Ambrose,
I forgot Ambrose was sliding, right?
as he was mimicking what Balasar was doing.
Yeah, Ambrose is tumbling. Not so much sliding.
Alright, are you gonna like try and stop yourself, or are you just gonna keep stumbling?
I don't think Ambrose saw that Balazar righted himself, so he's just gonna keep tumbling and possibly tumble into Balazar if he's in the way.
Fair, the way Balasar righted himself dislocated his shoulder. I'm pretty sure if you tried to do what Balasar
your arm would pop off completely.
Would remove your arm. And then have to spend 3 hours digging through sand.
Were you right behind Balazar, Ambrose, when he did his slip and slide, sand slide?
No, Ambrose like stomped and watched him, and then Ambrose like decided to like go on his belly.
All right. When you get to the bottom, if you could feel pain, you would feel a lot of pain. Basically.
Ambrose, without intentionally doing it, pops into a pile of bones, and like all his bones clatter down the mountainside and like spread out.
Does Balasar see this?
Guys, I think he had to wipe. Yeah, Balasar saw it. Teresa spells out. Guys, I think Ambrose had to wipe out.
No,
Balasar is
he's
going
fine.
to walk over to the pile of bones that now constitute Ambrose's being, and he's going to pick the skull up.
Ambrose doesn't do anything, and then he just like opens his mouth and you can hear it crack, and then he goes, "Hello."
All right.
Hello.
He was gonna walk over. Okay, now this happened to me a lot when I was, just starting. So concentrate on each individual part you're missing and let it come back to you. Okay, just think of that.
Okay. I have my head bone,
It's called the skull.
which connects to the neck bone.
Yes, concentrate on that. Concentrate on it.
Sorry, he's singing the song.
Ambrose concentrates on his neck bone.
The vertebra.
The neck bone starts just like from like a nearby patch of sand. The neck bone just starts like there's just a patch of sand that's just moving, and then a neck bone just flies out and just reattaches itself.
Then comes the chest bone.
And then your entire rib cage starts shaking out the sand, and then just flies back.
And Ambrose continues for every body part.
They're all just like flying back, and it's like insanely fast too.
Can I ask you a question, Joe?
Yeah?
How tall is Ambrose?
I have it on my character sheet. He's like
He's 5'9".
So once Ambrose is like put back together, he's still suspended a few feet in the air because Balasar is like holding him up by the top of the heads.
He's also only 27 pounds now.
So he's suspended a good 6 inches above the ground, and Balasar is just staring at him.
Balazar, put the skeleton down, please.
Very slowly sets Ambrose down on the ground and turns and walks away.
I'm sorry, I was just following your lead.
My lead was not one you should have followed. That was
I
not
thought you
fun.
I thought you knew how to travel in the desert, so I just thought you knew best. I'm sorry.
I'm not used to I'll be honest with you, where I'm from, the hills aren't that big. We have a few big ones, but we usually went around those.
So,
As you're saying this, up ahead you see another kind of big hill. Not as tall as the one you just went up, but is...
why is
pretty-
Drogos leading? Well,
Because Drogos is the local.
We're close, I
you
think.
know how to travel the desert.
Yeah, but I don't know where we're going. I could lead us in circles for hours, and the desert is not somewhere you want to be lost.
That's
Especially
true.
not this time of day.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do you see the sun? I don't recommend looking at it.
Ambrose will look at the sun.
But
Of course
Balasar,
Ambrose does.
Ambrose doesn't
Balasar
have
will
eyes,
also
fine.
kind
He's
of
fine.
glance up in the direction of the sun, but thankfully he has his helmet, which has
All right.
lenses.
I didn't know you had your helmet on.
Yeah, Balasar always has his helmet on. It's like the one thing you will never catch him dead without.
Alright. Yeah, you
made
can
sure
see
he
the
had
sun.
all-
It is directly above you. Ambrose, it's just white. It's so bright. Even though you don't have like actual eyes, it doesn't hurt to look at. It's just super bright.
Zogmar isn't even gonna stop walking. As soon as he gets to the bottom of the hill, he's just gonna walk past everyone and keep going in the same direction that Drogo's pointed to.
Yeah, Bug's just trudging along, going.
Balasar.
As you like start to approach a hill, you see that there's another like tree up there that provides a really good amount of shade. So you all start marching your way up there. So I'm sorry.
Dragon, bro.
I'm sorry. I saw Joe type that in. I was like, oh god. But so you all like start marching your way up the hill over to the tree, and it is just really hard to. It takes probably like 10 minutes to go up, to get up the hill. But eventually you all make it, and I assume Bug just immediately collapses in the shade. Just
Yeah,
exhausting.
Bug just sort of sits down. He's not collapsing yet. He's like a tired child.
Is the cover helping?
Yeah, thanks.
Anyone need a drink?
Shut up, Michael.
Michael.
Jerry just says, anyone thirsty?
Yeah.
It's other than you, Ambrose.
Alright, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
How can you be thirsty? You lack things that are
I-
required.
His bones do look pretty dry, though.
I
not gonna lie.
forget. I'm sorry.
Like, no, don't worry, we're close.
Balasar
Very
is going
close.
to pull out his canteen. He's going to just try and remember if he swapped out the alcohol in it for water. Or if he had
I'm-
forgotten.
Only one way to
It
find
is-
out.
It is alright. Go. Just take a drink. Alright. When you take a drink, it.
No, he doesn't drink it. He sniffs it.
Oh, he sniffs it. What's Balazar's favorite drink? Well, like alcohol.
Whiskey.
It smells like it still smells like whiskey, like really old whiskey. It's been sitting in a canteen. For a while.
Oh man, Balazar got the can of Crown Royal.
Balasar turns his flask over and dumps the contents.
No, Crown
It's
Royal.
also, by the way, I just want to say it is like really like hot too because of the sun. So it's like as it like starts dripping out and it hits the sand, it just starts like steaming.
Hey, Drogos, how much water can you conjure up at any given time?
It's more than enough. You need some?
I forgot to get water, so my flask was filled with whiskey.
Oh.
I mean, I have some right here.
And Bug pulls it out of his backpack, like his water.
You look like you're about to die of heat stroke. You should keep that for yourself.
I mean, I got plenty, and I just filled it.
And I got an infinite supply. Here, just pull out your canteen, Balzar. And as you hold it out, Turgus just puts his hands together, and water just starts flowing into the canteen, like a pretty good stream. And after about, like, say 30 seconds, it's full.
Balthazar just starts
Chugging
it.
Let me know if you need a refill, Balzar. Just hear drinking noises in real life? Probably not. After another 5 minutes, Jervis asks, "Alright, we only have probably another 20 minutes to go until we make it. You all ready?" I assure you, in that pit, it's cooler.
I've heard of this thing called an oasis. Are there any of those around here?
When we're this close, beside, the closest one is, oh god, an hour's walk. It's not worth it. It's not worth going away for an hour, and I don't know the way back to the cave from there. We just gotta make it over. Yeah, I assure you, it's far cooler in there. And Juris just looks in a direction, and you can see that, like, it's pretty far away, but still very visible. There just seems to be like a really rocky, like, cliff face almost. Not exactly it's tall, but it's not like insanely tall where you can't see the top. Like, it's kind of like a mesa. Is that what they're called? Like the big, like, rock formations.
Yes, that's a mesa.
Alright, I just want to make sure.
Like the funny one from
not the black one.
What? No, not what I meant. Black Mesa. That's not even what I meant. I meant the one from fucking Australia.
I know what you're trying to talk about.
Why does it look like Jeff Chambers?
Yeah, that's
amazing. Rude.
Yes, you see a mesa up ahead, and you can barely see just like a really, like, especially dark spot, like near the bottom of it, like straight ahead. But straight ahead is also a flat, just field of sand, and a blinding sun. And Jervis just says, "All right, won't get anywhere by standing still. Let's do this." And then he starts stretching out into the sand. And I assume everyone just follows him.
Yeah.
Onwards and downwards.
You guys go down the hill, and then after that, it is just a flat stretch of sand. It's easy to walk in if it weren't for the heat. And the heat pretty much just slows down everyone. Like, Zogmar, I assume that you're trying to keep pace with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zogmar's keeping pace. Drogo's is starting to, like, slow down a bit, and he's starting to pant. He's just hot. And Bug is dying, I assume.
Bug's not happy.
Yeah. And I don't know what's up with Balazar and Ambrose, or...
I mean,
yeah.
he lived in a desert. He's used to this.
Alright. And then, obviously, the two skeletons are fine. It's just sand. It's just a bit uneven sometimes. And you'll just keep walking non-stop in the scorching heat of the desert. And after, like, 15 minutes, you can see that dark hole. You can start to see that, like, you can see, like, the top of a stone staircase now. Like, the very top of one. And Jerry says, "It's close. It's right here."
You've been saying that for a while, and we've been walking for a while. How close is it?
Joris just points at the top of the staircase.
Oh. Well, okay then.
Oh, is this just an in and out thing? He's gone. How do we make sure he doesn't come back? Do we have to kill all the cultists?
They're already dead. It's just his soul. Nothing
But-
else.
I thought you said he was being resurrected.
I stopped that
Why?
process, but I
He's
don't know how he
still
found a
coming
way.
back.
I don't know how.
Okay, we need to figure out how he's doing this so it doesn't happen again.
Something must be keeping his soul in place.
Maybe he's just meant to be.
That is not how things work.
I mean, you're meant to be. You always come back.
That's... After about another 4 minutes of walking, you all finally make it to the staircase. And Darius just turns back and says, alright, moment of truth, we go down, there's gonna be a massive altar room. I know what to do from there. So let's go. And Darius just starts descending the staircase. I assume everyone's following him.
Yep. You got it.
As you descend, you see these these almost ghost-like things just lining everywhere and just pointing at all of you. They're like a faint purple almost, and it's like a really dark purple. You can barely see them, but they're still there. And there's torches still. There's these blue torches lit everywhere. Sorry, that are providing just enough light for you to see as you go down. And as you go down, the temperature drops a lot. It is starting to get way cooler and a little damp, but compared to the literal just sun out there, yes, the literal sun, it just feels great, honestly, to be in a somewhat humid and cool environment. And eventually, you hit a massive door that's closed. It is massive. What are you guys doing? Whatever.
We're getting stuff done.
That's my thing.
Well,
And Jurgis
well,
just turns the door.
it's a door.
No, it's fine. Jurgis just pushes it and it opens.
Ah!
It opens just surprisingly easily.
He was gonna walk over and pull the door shut again, and then motion for Balzar to kick the door.
Thank you.
You know what to do.
Sorry, I was being.
You know what to do now.
What?
You kick the door, and because it was literally just open and is surprisingly light, it still opens. It's just at the same speed Jordan's just pushed it open at.
You know what? I'm not in the mood for this. Let's just go.
And then as you open the door, you just see a massive room. If you had to guess, they basically hollowed out the entire mesa and to make it into this. And if you look in D&D images, this is what you see.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Is that him?
It's the skull.
I'm not sure what that is.
Skull they used.
Alright, then let's just crush it.
That's not that simple.
Sure it is. And Balasar is going to start walking towards it.
Yeah.
First we'll walk
Honestly,
with Balazar.
Yeah, bumps
Look.
with him.
Juris just approaches, just saying, look, crushing it won't work, I assure you. I tried it already.
Well,
I
we can
have
try
an
it
idea.
harder.
There's only one way we can do it.
Balazar. Okay, never mind.
Eventually, you all reach the massive skull. It's it takes a full 30 seconds probably to get there, because it is just a massive room. And as you get close to the skull, you just feel this presence around it. It just feels dark, sickly, and just wrong. And Juro says, "Look,
Darthag, I know you're in here. And I'm going to crush your skull, Zogmar. And we're going to go home and nap.
no, there's nothing. It's just the presence just lingers. And as you look in the empty eye socket, you just see a purple glow coming out of it.
Show yourself, you coward.
Yet again, nothing. And Jurgos says, taunting him won't do anything. He can't hear you right now.
Oh,
I
then
think.
that's great. Then he
What a
can't
shame.
taunt me. And Ambrose walks up to the skull.
As you approach Skull, just that wrong presence just feels even, stronger. It does not want you nearby at all, basically.
Hey, Bug, did you happen to bring that keg of gunpowder with you?
What, me?
Yeah.
No, he blew it up, remember?
No, you
Yes,
had a second one.
Chester, come here.
I don't think he didn't give me the second one.
Chester,
did.
eat.
No, Ambrose, do not.
1 second.
The skull is too big for Chester to eat, by the way.
Looking through his bag, Bug realizes that either the gunpowder was not given to him, or he must have left it in his room because he does not have it on him.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because crushing it, I'm not sure if it will work, but...
But what
Well.
do you do, Grogos?
I could try to send the soul to wherever it needs to go. Away from this place.
I could hit it with my really big sword.
Sorry, Mark, you might be on something. You can control the soul, I can destroy it, I think. Oh.
Yes.
Dogbar, could you teach
Power.
me what you're doing?
It will take time.
How long do you think?
No, I mean with Ambrose.
Oh.
The training will take a long time. For
Oh.
this, I can do it right now.
Alright.
It needs to
CD
be destroyed first. The soul has a vessel, and it will not leave it for me to alter till the vessel is destroyed.
So, destroy the skull.
That we can do.
Big
I
sword
can do that.
time.
We can do that right now if we need to.
Ambrose picks it up.
It is it's so heavy, and it's also it's almost almost 2 times your size. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It is a massive skull.
Ambrose was gonna try to volleyball punt it to Balazar.
It's not like a human skull.
I know.
You were trying to get Balasar to hit it with this great sword, like some sort of baseball bat.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone who's gonna attack the skull, just do your attack on it.
Okay.
Just do a meta attack.
Zogmar will do it last,
Alright.
after
Mm.
everyone else has done it.
After skull's destroyed, basically.
Yeah.
Alright.
Bug, you're
Jesus.
typing in the wrong channel. Oh, never mind.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'd say after. Oh wait. All of your just combined blows against it, and it's just starting to break apart. And then after Hugh's final slash, it just completely shatters, leaving the floating eye is still there though, that purple dot.
That must be its core. That is what I will attack.
Send it over to me. I can destroy it with celestial power.
Okay. Zogmar is going to attack the purple orb.
All right.
Balasar is going to take a few steps back.
Juris is gonna be is Zogmar behind it? Is going to punch it to Jurgos, or is he going to
He just kind of walked up to it and is very ready.
All right, Jurgos is going to directs himself behind, in the trajectory that the eye will most likely go to.
Okay. So
Because he's going to try and catch it with his celestial power.
Yeah. You see the familiar green flames kind of appear on both of Zogmar's hands as he forms them into a fist, and he's going to punch.
All right.
Actually, he's going to punch twice because he has
Extra
extra
attack.
Candle's not in combat. You hate to see it.
Just meta do it. Just
Yeah.
Meta. All right.
Hold on.
Do you have like dash T in here?
I think this is why. Yeah.
Oh my! I didn't even hear that sound before. That's sick.
And yeah, so normally the soul would be yanked out and around Zogmar, but I don't know what actually happens.
In this case, because you're trying to direct it towards Drogos, you punch it, and then like the entire like eye itself just moves in an insane speed at Drogos, and then as he lifts a hand, a blue flame appears and just consumes the eye, and Drogos just holding a blue flame in his hands, like just trying to crush it, basically. And after struggling for about a minute, it dissipates completely, and all that's left is just purple smoke around his hand. And then Drogos just like still like panting heavily, just starts saying, "Thank you all. I'm sorry I had to drag you through that. Any case, it's over now. Thank you again." And he very quickly starts walking back towards the door.
Well, that was easy enough.
Yeah, that seemed really easy.
Drogon,
What?
you seem on edge. There's something you're not telling us?
Man,
What do you mean?
That was a little too easy.
I told
Resistance,
you.
no nothing.
I got as weak as possible. That was all that was needed. And Drogos like, he's like already made it back to Andrews. He was like walking very quickly there. And then I assume you all start like walking back down the corridor behind Drogos.
Right before Balasar goes to follow Drogos, he like places a hand on Hugh's shoulder and leans in so Drogos can't hear him. He's acting right. Keep an eye on him.
There's definitely something going on here, and I don't like it.
Yeah, me neither.
And we
Watch
just
yourself.
had a talk about this too.
No.
Let's go.
Watch yourself.
Watch yourself.
As you all start to follow Drogos to the end, suddenly he turns around and all you can see is just his glowing eyes from a distance. And then out of his purple eye, a beam just shoots out past everyone. Like if anyone's in a direction beam, it just goes through you and doesn't hurt at all.
Hey, no beams! You know how much I hate beams!
Hell.
And then Drogos just smiles and like sort of does the motion of turn around.
Ambrose
And
turns
behind
around and
all
looks.
of you start to hear cracking as the skull you just tried so hard to destroy just reassembles at once. And then the purple core appears again. But this time, instead of it just being stationary and not moving at all, you start to see dots form all around the skull. 8 of them to be exact. 1 red, then pink, purple, pink, green, pink. And then the last one is just absorbing all the light in the room.
Ambrose runs over and tries to punch it.
As you approach it, there's just a force that just repels you back.
Zogmar, get him!
Balasar is going to attempt to sprint up the stairs to grab Drogos.
As you start to approach him, you are just suddenly frozen. Like you just can't move. You are still fully aware, but you just can't move. And then as the skull, you can only just, you're forcefully turned around as the skull just starts to reform. And then before you, the skull is just fully reformed. Dots just glowing all around it. And it starts to, and you recognize that voice as a voice starts to emanate from it. It's the same voice you heard in that vision where it said, "Soul kiss will burn." All you can hear is just whispers. And then as it,
Oh my god, I'm turning this all the way up.
and then the whisper cease as the eye starts to glare at every single one of you, one by one. And then you hear a voice say, welcome back, Coalition. It's been quite some time since our last meeting, hasn't it?
Oh no, the caveman's back!
And now, I know everything about you.
I thought you already
This-
did.
All thanks to the Iron Dragon. And then you're all forcefully turned back around. And you just see Drogos is there with a massive grin on his face.
You.
That fucking bastard, he's the traitor.
Looks like
I
we found him.
your traitor.
He's
Enough!
Gonna, like,
As
grab
Drogos
his
yells.
He's just gonna
Drogos,
sword.
all of you are just back in that like frozen form. All you can do is just stare at Drogos as he grins and says, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I led all of you into a trap. You fell for it exactly as I wanted you to. But I still have one more secret that I've yet to share with you. One I've been looking forward to for a while now." And Drogo starts to step up a little bit because his back is like to the door. And then, before your eyes, he starts to transform. His legs getting his arms getting a bit smaller, but or bigger and way wider, and starting to turn into claws. His back legs shrinking, but doing the same thing. His body lengthening. Wings sprout from his back, as big as ever. The biggest you've ever seen him. His tail gets longer, and his head shifts and takes as it sort of turns way more draconic. And then you see this dragon's horns just turn gold instantly, and his scales all turn black. And you all stare at this thing that was once Drogo's, as it says, "This is what I truly am."
Just a slightly bigger lizard?
Not just that.
No,
Okay.
that's what you look like.
Just kind of look like a big lizard.
Silent. And Drogo's just waves one of his claws, and then your jaws snap shut. You can't move them at all. You can't even talk now.
He knows it too.
Bug's thinking it. Bug's giving him eyes.
This is really easy to bait.
Yeah, Bug's still giving him eyes.
Like, now Belisar is just kind of thinking insults at him.
Yeah.
He's fucking blinking in Morse codes.
There's this thing that was once Drogo's is, oh, by the way, if you look in D&D images, this is what he looks like now.
Oh.
And as he stares at all of you, says, now that we've gotten to know each other as well as we have, this will make things far more fun. The cataclysm that you feared, I may not be the exact herald of it, but what I am now, but I'll make sure Solkis has nothing left for your Dark Lord to destroy. It's for the dragons. All of this is to appease the Dragon Lord like Comarax. I am his harbinger. None of you can stop it. But it would just be unfair if I didn't give you a chance at this. So, I prepared all of you a special gift. You must earn it, though. Brace the end with everyone, and you may have a chance of killing me, or at least attacking me. Fail, and I'll show you all of you what you truly are. Nothing. And then the ability to speak returns.
Like I was saying,
You're big
look at this
large
dude!
If you don't think my intents are true, then I have a little place to show you before I came here. rather, before I came back over to the temple. Now come, tyrant of death. And then the skull of Darthag flies by all of you and just takes its place at Drogo's side again, as he just continues to grin at all of you and says, "We have work to do. For now, tell Gemini I said hi, or at least what's left of him." Then as he turns around, you all get that feeling of weightlessness again. And you
Drogos! Come back here! You've made this personal.
All you can hear is just Sinister laughing. As the feeling of weightlessness returns.
Bad lizard,
you
heal!
Are left,
heal!
You are left back into just nothingness. And then you all, after about another 20 seconds, you all reemerge. Not in front of the temple, though, but in front... Thanks. But in front of the just destroyed ruins of a village. One that seems very familiar to all of you. You recognize as the village that you once stayed at before your fight with Darthag and a bit after. Recognize it as, well, the only place you could call home for a while. And if you look in D&D images, this is all you can see. It's nighttime now. This land is just smoldering. There's fire. There's these blue flames everywhere. Blood everywhere as well. Destroyed tents. You don't know. You can't tell. There's just a massive stretch of destroyed land. All you know is that you're in the village of Yarn, where you once stayed with Genghis Mangus and his people. That's all you can figure out. There's no bodies. There's just blood everywhere. And then in the center, you see like a fire pit, and you see a blue fire pit. And as you look at it, you just see a face in it that all of you recognize as none of the Geminis. It's just stuck in a horrified look. And it's at that moment where all of you, where it just sinks in. You've trusted Drogo's for a while. Oh, he just told you everything there was to know. And now you know it was all just a lie for him to get his own way. It was all just him trying to appear as innocent to you as all. But in reality, he was the true traitor amongst all of you. As you all gaze at this fire, you just feel emptiness. It's not this shock, remorse, anything. Any negative emotion you can think of, you probably feel it. And as you just stare at this face stuck in horror, you have this lingering sense of betrayal. That Drogo's, your once good friend, has betrayed all of you and left you with your loyalty broken. And that ends the first session of Loyalty Broken.
Oh my god.
And that's why I wanted to keep this secret for so long.
That was very good. Thank you.
And I just want to say real quick, before you end the recording, I'm surprised none of you noticed this. If you look at Drogos' character sheet, I changed a couple things on there.
I don't really look at everyone else's character sheets, I'm gonna be honest.
Just everyone, if I hop on, mainly on the ideals, bonds, alignment, allies, organizations, and appearance. Who knows ideals? The first ideal, Solkis will fall by his hand. And now he's immortal, so he's going to try and enjoy his life as long as it is forever. Dragons are immortal in my head, in this version. At least his type of dragons are. And then he's going to do whatever he so damn pleases. Nothing can really do it. And then it's forever allegiant to Draxonic Killnox, which is Draconic for the Draconic Legion. And he has a lot of new friends there. within this legion. And if you go all the way to allies and organizations, I'll read this out for you. After searching for years, Drogos has finally claimed his birthright and has taken his rightful place within his homeworld. His first mission from the Great Khan himself is simple. The planet of Solkis must fall and be brought into eternal chaos. From his past experiences there, and to the ones who wronged him, the once Ericotna Drogos, the Eternal Dragon, is more than happy to oblige his orders.
I cannot believe this just happened.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
Oh, the name of this session? A Grand Betrayal.
I'm going to kill your character now. I hope you realize this.
He's getting scared.
Yep.
But, like, no. There's no return for your character. There's no, oh, I was brainwashed or whatever. No, your character's just going to die now.
No, there was an
I
agreement
will flat
made
out
earlier this
simply
session.
refuse
He gets
to let my
skinned.
character die. I will just refuse any request to have my character die. No, your character is fucked now.
Oh, I know that.
Time to give Bresson more meat.
Yo!
Maybe they weren't wrong
I'm
after.
going
Maybe they weren't wrong
Rescue
after
fucking
all.
Rights.
Man, we go back to Bresson. Guys, you were fucking right.
Alistair is about to make what he did for his last 5 years in the militia look like a fucking child.
I'm gonna say real quick, I changed all of Joe's character sheet stuff on last Saturday. I was so nervous that somebody would notice. So, yep.
There we
Now
go.
you know, Drogos was the traitor.
There's the setup.
That's so funny. To me, at least. God. I was not expecting that at all.
Exactly, that's what I was hoping for. I was so happy when you introduced a traitor arc. I was like, oh, please, please.
Wait, who told... So the King of Atrophy told humans that there's a traitor.
Yes.
Yep.
Who was playing as the King of Atrophy? Who was the Dungeon Master?
It was technically during Michael's campaign. I think he decided what it was going to be.
Yeah, because you guys give him something, because everyone got like stuff during my campaign, and so you guys just give him something. Said no, I'm not gonna give him anything. So I just said okay, fine, I'll give him something. I'll give him information.
But Michael, you turned to Ty Lopez, gave him knowledge.
Give me knowledge. Man.
Fuck. Well, the party is never trusting another warlock ever again.
It was a sorcerer.
It's almost like every sorcerer is actually evil.
Michael, you're gonna have to update that goals sheet to Drogos being go to homeworld, get fucking murdered by
Joe, I saw that.
I didn't do anything.
That wasn't you? That was really funny. I was gonna do that right before you did. I had the same idea. I was like, oh, that'll be funny. Oh wait, someone already did it.
Wait, what was it? I missed that.
He changed it back. It's fine.
No, I missed it. What was it?
I changed King's character sheet from Drogos to evil
Drogos.
Drogos, and then I put it back.
Okay, and I can scratch another thing off the quotes to use list.
Oh no. Well,
Oh, there it is.
This music was epic. It made it so much better.
Aatrox's theme is so good.
I was gonna originally make it Urgot's theme. I was like, no, Aatrox is just way better for this.
Way better.
At least for something like this. I've had this plan for so long.
I cannot believe this. We're gonna have to kill Drogos. I hate it.
I just want to say the amount of times you guys have said, "Oh yeah, I'm so excited for for one of the party members to betray us randomly." I was like, "Oh my god, are you serious?"
Drogos Dies is gonna be
That's why
actual name now.
Drogos Dies is an actual campaign.
I'm not calling it that for the record.
What are we calling it?
We're not calling it.
That's the name of my campaign. You stole my campaign idea.
I didn't even hear what the
right
name
out
was.
of me.
Was it All's Fair and Drogos Dies? What?
It's their the internal nickname for them will be Drogo's size. The name of the actual campaign is Loyalty Broken.
I like the first one. Actually, no.
What if
I
Dragos doesn't die?
let me actually workshop a better one. 1 second.
So we currently have one note for Caden's campaign, and that is Drogo's, you fucking traitor.
Oh, man.
You son of a bitch. I am gonna kick your ass.
I'm surprised Matt didn't guess it. Wait,
Yeah.
did he? I think
No.
Matt made.
No, he didn't. He had
Oh,
no
okay.
way of knowing because I
Oh,
was
good.
so secretive about
No,
this.
like an offhand remark, like it was like a joke.
Yeah, but that would have been
No, that
sick.
was. But the thing was, everyone was making that joke.
Yeah, everyone made the,
True.
oh yeah, Drogus is gonna betray us joke. Because we could see it coming from a mile away.
We all forgot. We all got complacent and we were about to die.
Also, funny retcon on the Genghis Mangus camp.
I see. His thing was it was a nomadic village, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
left. He left that spot.
Yeah, it was. It's in a different area. You don't know
But
where.
it's the same like
so it's set up
layout.
the same way.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I
It's
thought
set
it-
up the same way,
I
but
thought
like
it was
it's
like
just
he
in a
was
different
I
area.
thought it was the same exact place. I'm like,
No, it wasn't. It
Return
wasn't.
trip.
You left there. You
Yeah.
have no idea where you are right now.
Bug does.
No, you don't.
Bug does. He's activating no clip next session.
It's all right, but he's
Yeah, but-
activating metagame.
Yeah, he's
Bug
metagaming
is
next
actually Artundus in a suit.
Tie.
Yeah.
As long as I
Turns out-
suit and tie.
session. All the water you guys were drinking was actually pee-pee.
My mouth is
Oh.
so dry from doing those voices. They were the
Yeah,
exact
all the-
same, but still.
All of the water we were drinking was actually the potion of dying instantly.
The
Oh, no, can't wait for
It wasn't. No, it
Yeah, it was
wasn't.
the Darthag voice was very on point.
It's pretty good, yeah.
That one hurt so much.
It hurts
So-
to do,
It-
yeah.
it does
Can we just
hurt.
talk about how Genghis is dead?
Yep.
Well,
Time to learn
I
true
don't want to
resurrection.
talk about it.
I like
at
the
least
fact
he
that-
gave us cool stuff before he died.
And he still has one more thing to give.
I don't want to talk about it.
You know what's ironic about this, Caden? I'm glad this is going in the recording for context. Literally the other day, I had just finished uploading all the one-off sessions with Genghis Mangus too.
That was good timing.
You know what's dawning on me right now?
What?
Is we're gonna have to fight Drogos, who has access to Bale of the Dragons and
Oh.
Lunar Beams.
Yeah, I feel Drogus
No.
is gonna get modified a little bit. Like he's gonna have to be.
He's gonna have to be stronger. Bale of the Dragons?
The charge rate
But,
is
like,
twice
instant
the
charge.
speed.
Instant charge.
Instant
Joe,
charge.
if it's instant charge, that's 32
Instant charge.
D20s.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not doing that. In fact, you guys
It's
want to hear
a
the net down for
layer
one of his attacks?
No, don't tell us.
No.
No?
Don't tell us.
Alright. I'm not gonna tell it, I was just gonna play it.
No, don't.
I don't even think I have it queued up to do right now. No, I don't.
I cannot believe it. Now the image that you sent me for the cover makes so
Yep.
much sense.
Yep. As you saw, by the way, on Roll20, that's the official art for my campaign. Do I still have it?
If Ambrose dies, my next character is the Arbiter from Halo.
Shut up.
Great
1 to
idea.
1.
That's a great idea.
Did you see my DM, by the way, Caden?
Yeah, I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
If Drogos doesn't use silent image during the boss fight, I'm gonna scream.
Pass without trace.
A full-size dragon casts Misty Step.
Well, you know what? You know what's one thing we can say about this? We're gonna... I hate this. I hate that I'm about to say this. We're actually gonna fight a real dragon, for once.
True.
We're gonna do Dungeons
Yeah.
and Dragons, and it's gonna be killing one of the original members of the coalition. That makes me so sad.
I mean, hey, on the bright side, we know who the traitor is now.
Do
Yeah.
we? Do we really? He could be being controlled, we don't know.
Okay. No, he's not.
He was trying to play baseball with Darthag's soul, and what's it called when they get hit with the ball?
Beanball.
They get hit with a ball.
Dodgeball?
No, in baseball,
Beanball.
when they walk.
Yeah, beanball.
What type of ball is that?
That's just throwing the ball to hit them.
No,
It's called
like
beanball.
like when the pitcher throws like outside the box 4 times or 3 times or whatever.
Force walk.
That's what I never called it that. I forget. What do we call it?
Did you call
What?
it a foul?
No, not foul.
It's just
What are you talking about?
Just walking someone.
Yeah.
Do you mean
Okay.
when you foul someone out?
Nah.
What are you trying to say?
Whatever. I guess it is. Drogo's got beamed with Drogo's soul. Beanball.
No, Balasar is going to execute Drogos.
This isn't the first Eldritch like being that Zogmar has accidentally awoken.
Oh no, I was
Touching something.
Oh no, Drogo's, he like activated it. Like he could have at any point. He was just waiting until y'all thought it was like.
Why wouldn't he do it when we're all asleep?
Why would
He
we
was
So
Well,
many chances to
Because
like.
he was preparing it while you were gone, while you were all asleep.
Why did
No.
he feel the need
Well, he-
to trap us? What was the point?
That's
of
why
that?
to make it more exciting.
I think we finally
Like,
figured out
that's
what the
why-
point of the mask
Like,
is.
that's why Zogmar saw Drogo's just leave really early.
Zach, that's
hate
what I
that
was gonna
so
do. Wouldn't it be Zogmar?
Also,
Oh,
who
wait,
said
Zach.
that we know what the point of the mask is?
I did.
Brian,
Well, now we know.
Balasar literally wears a mask.
Oh no, is he racist?
Does he have normal pills?
Does he, does
It's a monster mash.
does
Yo.
does he have his mattress?
His
Is he-
what? I don't know what that
Is he
means.
failing all of his classes?
What? What are
Did
you
he
saying?
cheat in a Minecraft speedrun?
I know what that means. Is this all like dream references I don't get from different streams?
Oh
It's
my
also-
God,
also,
Caden.
Zach.
I'm still just reeling.
Please tell me that Otto will come out of Zogmar and Zogmar will come out of Otto and just keep going back and forth
It's a
whenever you
It's
feel
like a
like.
Russian doll.
Russian nesting doll. A
Oh
Matryoshka doll.
Joe has told me to do that so many times. It's like, no, stop.
A different pyrophene pops out of
Different pyrophene.
And bug and bug.
Again,
I love that picture.
It's really good. That artist is really good. As
Yeah,
soon as I have
if
the
you
money.
want to see what
That's
That's wholesome. I love that.
is the recording still going?
Yes, it is.
that doesn't really align with his lore.
What's Bug's mom's name?
Oh God,
That's a weird name.
that's shut up.
Oh God, Mungus.
Yeah, that meme doesn't align with Bug's lore. Sir,
What's Bug's mom's name?
I gotta go through my compendium and find it.
Oh, I need access to that compendium.
You don't need access to the Bug Fungus lore book.
Yeah,
That
if you
incessation
guys-
of all is very
He's a
helpful.
lord.